Hey guys, Leo here, and I'm going to be showing you the scaffolding strats that we have. It's called scaffolding stalling. It is a very good method to regain stamina while in a chase, to prolong it for as long as possible until you go down, or even find a hiding place if you're in a very aggressive chase with a killer. Now, to do this, you're going to need one thing. Also, there's another thing that's optional if you want. It's up to you. So this is my setup, my little loadout. As you can see, I am mobility 10, and mobility 10 increases your stamina by 20%. So that gives me a little bit more time to get to scaffolds or different places that I need to be as fast as possible. Also, it lets me get quite a good lead on the killer. And also, when the killer hits you, you get all your stamina back, so you'll be able to run straight to wherever you want to go and get as much distance as possible. Now, the important thing of this build is Scurry. Now, Scurry is, in my opinion, the best perk in this game, alongside Lucky Jaw. We'll go into a detail of Lucky Jaw and what that does in a later video, but Scurry is the one that we're looking at today. It reduces slide stamina penalty, plus increase the slide boost with normal sprint, and increase crouch and prone speeds. Now, the increased crouch and prone speeds is what we are looking at, mostly crouch, because to do the scaffold strat, or the scaffold stalling as we call it, it requires you to be able to move fast while crouching. And so I'm going to hop into a match and show you what I mean by that. Okay, so here we are in game. Just to quickly show off what scaffold stalling is all about and give you a quick example of what you need to do. For this, I do not have Scurry on, so my crouching will be a little bit slower. My crouch walking will be a little bit slower, but it gives you a quick example of what you're supposed to do. So when you get to a scaffold like this, let's just say you're running and you've got low stamina and the killer's right behind you, you would slide under the scaffold. Now, it depends on how the scaffold is set up. Sometimes it can be really safe and they have to go all the way around, and those ones are the really good ones, and that forces the killer to shut down your scaffold by destroying it. But if you have one that isn't that safe, so you could just walk around, what you do is you get under the scaffold like this, and now if he comes around this side, he has to either hit the scaffold, and that's kind of what you want him to do. So if he goes for you and hits the scaffold, you can just run away while he's doing that, because he's stuck in the slight animation, and then he has to crouch under it or go around it. So that gives you a little bit more time to escape. Now, if he tries to crouch under it to come get you, what you can do is stand right in the center. Now, this is a very, very risky thing, but he can't actually hurt you most of the time. So when he swings, he will hit the scaffold instead of you. Now, this comes with a little bit of mind games, because if the killer is on here, under with you, if he hits the scaffold, depending on which side you're on, it will push you out. And what you want is, you do not want to be pushed out the same way the killer is. So you have to kind of like guess which way he's going. And if he hits you again, you've got to be on the side you want to go out, or the opposite side of which he is on, because then he locks himself out and has to go around. So, for example, if we're doing this, going back and forth, and he's over here and I'm here, and he hits the thing again, it'll come down, and then he's trapped there, and you can go ahead and run away. Now that I've shown you the basics of scaffold stalling, I'm going to go into the game and get some clips and put a compilation of clips of how it's used and how it can get you more distance and so forth. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this quick little tip video, and hope to see you in game.
Where did I put my glue gun?